Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Suhail. So today I want to present about my final year project, which is Pendekar Wayang Kulit. Okay, let's start with the background of project. This game genre is an action 2D platformer, and then in terms of the gameplay, the player must reach the finish line to save his wife who has been kidnapped by the kidnapper. Along the way to save her, there are several obstacles and enemies that player need to avoid. Furthermore, player needs to collect items that give player points as much as they can. The game also will be end after the player save her wife. So the purpose of this project is that I just really hope that this video game will bring knowledge, the art of shadow play puppet, or in Malay it is called as a wayang kulit, especially for Malaysian people. If one day this traditional art face an extinction, I just really hope that our new generation will be able to see it in form of digital technology such as a video game. So about the target groups, I just made this video game especially for the kids from 9 years old and above. Okay, my project objective is to study the art of shadow play puppet, which is the traditional, which is the tradition in Malaysia. Okay, and then second is to develop a video game that called Pendekar Wayang Kulit, and the third one is to evaluate the effectiveness of the game to Malaysian people by playtesting. Okay, in terms of literature review, so this game actually have similar game with it. Okay, and its name is Lips World. Okay, so Lips World video game is an 2D platformer video game, and you can find it at a mobile platform, either Android or iOS. Okay, so what is the Lips World? Lips World is about Lip the leprechaun that has lost his gold, so he need to find his gold by jumping and running in the Lips World fantasy. But he also must be careful because that place is a lot of evil monster. So this is the comparison between the Lips World and also the Pendekar Wayang Kulit. So in terms of genre, both are same, which is that it is an action 2D platformer. Okay, but in terms of platform, Lips World is targeted for mobile platform, while Pendekar Wayang Kulit is more to PC or laptop or any other of platform that use Windows OS. About the target audience, Lips World is target for 12 years old and above, but Pendekar Wayang Kulit is targeted for 9 years old and above. Okay, in terms of game features, okay, so the Lips World, the player needs to collect the gold and then avoid the enemies, and then if the player health is being decreased, so they need to collect clover leaf, and at the end of each stage the score will be displayed, and also the number of buckets that the player collect will be displayed also. But for Pendekar Wayang Kulit, okay, the player need to save Siti Dewi, which is the wife of our main character. Okay, and then player also need to collect item that give the score. Okay, the antagonist in this video game is Rawana, and then the score will be displayed at the end of the game. So in terms of mechanics, both have physics, okay, but in the Lip World, it has internal economy, okay, and both also have progression mechanism. So how my game is different from the current game? So the difference is my video game is show the arts of wayang kulit that just only have in archipelago, which is in Malay it is called as benua Nusantara. Okay, project plan. So project methodology that I use is game development life cycle, because we know that game development cycle is a lot of game developer use it. Okay, so at the initial stage, like always, I just brainstorming the idea, and then in the pre-production stage, I sketch the character and then design the level, and also I decide what game engine that I need to use. While in the production stage, I create the character, okay, animate the character, design and program the character behavior. While on the testing stage, I identify what is any type of error or bugs that have in the games, and then also I doing some sort of playtesting, okay, to find non-functional defect, which is about fun factor, that either this game is fun or not. And then at the beta stage, like always, I doing the playtesting, okay, to see either any error or not, and then collect the feedback. And after that, I fix what's the problem that have in the game still have. At the early stage, just you need to ready to play. Okay, so this is my project milestone. If you can see, until week 1 until week 15. Okay. Okay, game design. So this is my floorboard. Okay, if you can see that it is a simple very game, because my main purpose is actually to want to show the arts of Wayang Kulit itself. Okay, and also the existence of Wayang Kulit. Okay, so that's why in the type of the gameplay it's very simple. Okay, so if you can see that you go to main menu, and then player need go to level 1, go to the portal, and then they will jump into a level 2, and then the level 3. Okay, at the level 3, this is the final moment, which is that the player need to save his wife, which is named as Siti Dewi. And then after they have saved his wife, okay, the end screen will pop up, okay, and it will display the score and how many times that the player have died. Okay, so in terms of gameplay, okay, so game rules. Okay, so the game rules that the player need to save Siti Dewi, okay, and then collect pohon, okay, which is collectible item to increase the score. And then the third one is, avoid the enemies. The second one about victory and termination condition. So when players succeed to save Siti Dewi, player will win and the score will be displayed. While if the player hit the enemies, the player will die. Okay, challenge and action. The challenge is that the player have only one life. Yes, just only one life. Okay, when player respawn from the death, okay, the score will become 0. Okay, in terms of action, the player will give an infinite ammo. Okay, so ammo in this video game is a fireball. So in terms of storyline, okay, this video game tells about a wife of Sri Rama, which is Siti Dewi, was kidnapped by Ravana. So Sri Rama tried to save his wife, no matter what obstacle he faced. Sorry about that. Okay, so the game world and character design. Okay, so this is my game world, and this is if you can see from the top left side is for the level 1, the right side is level 2, and for the bottom is for the level 3. Okay, this game world I draw at Photoshop. Okay, so this is the character design, which is we have 3 character. Sri Rama, which is the protagonist, Ravana, the antagonist, and also Siti Dewi, which is the Sri Rama's wife. Okay, and this character I draw at Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so level design. Like always, for the level 1 it is easy. For the level 2, it will be medium, and then for the level 3 it's a little bit hard. Okay, so this is the UI interaction. So if you can see from the left side is the concept, on the right side is the actual UI. Okay, so this is the main menu, the control menu, and also the on the bottom is the end screen. Okay, in terms of audio or sound effect production. Okay, the music that I use is called as Seronai Tabuh Wayang Kulit. Okay, and the sound effect that I include is jump sound effect, shooting, collectible item, and also winning sound effect. Okay, game development. So game development technology. So the software that I use is Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, and also the Godot game engine. So Illustrator is for me to create the character. Adobe Photoshop is to animate the character and also create the background. While for the Godot game engine is used for to develop the game. The hardware that I use is Xbox One S controller, which is to control the main character, and also Wacom Intuos S to draw the character and also the background. Okay, so why I choose the Godot Game Engine? First of all, the Godot Game Engine is actually a free and open source. Yes, so that you doesn't have any type of problem with license. Okay, it is really free. Okay, so you can use either to create for 2D games and also 3D games. Okay, and it also doesn't have any limits. Okay, because most of the free game engine have limits. Okay, if they're about any let's say about 100 GB, something like that. Okay, you need to pay to unlock all the tools that you need to use. Okay, why I use Godot engine also is because the file size is very small. Okay, and also it is not heavy, because I just want to create the 2D games, so that I just really need that the software that it is easy to use, free, and also at the same time it is small size, and the most importantly, it's not heavy, or not the game engine cannot be open. Okay, about integration, how the 2D or 3D element of your game are integrated on your choosing game engine. Okay, so in terms of the 2D element, okay, I just want to create a 2D game, so that's why I choose the Godot game engine, which is the best choice to create 2D games. Okay, and what I like it about this game engine, for me to set up the game tiles, it is very easy. Okay, and also it is very easy to animate the character. Okay, in terms of audio, I use music that are suitable for Wayang Kulit team. Okay, I don't use any type of music that have mode like rock, okay, pop, jazz. I don't use it. Okay, and then in terms of jump SFX, why I need to put it, because to trigger the play that the character is now jumping, and then there is a fireball SFX. Okay, fireball sound effect, there is a two, which is the default fireball, and the power up fireball is have very different sound. Okay, so in terms of collectible item, which is pohon, okay, it also have side effect. So it is to trigger the player that they right now are collecting the item. Okay, so the conclusion. In conclusion, the Wayang Kulit is an artistic heritage of Malaysian culture and the entire of archipelago. Okay, as we all know, every day this legacy has become an extinction. So therefore, I took one of the Wayang Kulit, which is Kelantan Wayang Kulit, for my reference and to adapt it into digital form, which is in video games. So I just really hope that our next generation can see the art and existence of Wayang Kulit. So that's all for me. Okay, thank you, and Assalamualaikum.